gang violence and other kind of violence.
Get away! I could be at work, at school, in my car, and I can still get shot by the police, but I can get shot anywhere.
So it is what it is.
What's good, Shadow Realm? It's a Black Gen Z Mindset. Make sure you go ahead and like, comment, share, subscribe, and let's get into the video.
Well, an unimaginable heartbreak for a family tonight after 19-year-old twin sisters were both stabbed in Park Slope early this morning. One of the sisters tonight has succumbed to her injuries. Fox 5's Kendall Green has more on the brutal attack.
She's taking it real hard. You know, you never expect nothing like this to happen. What are you gonna do?
Alfonso Goodson is facing a level of grief he never imagined he'd feel after getting a sobering call Sunday about his granddaughter, 19-year-old Samyia Spain.
Said, granddaddy, Samyia got stabbed and she died. You know.
What was your reaction?
I couldn't believe it.
So this story actually happened a year ago, and the headline read that woman stabbed to death after rejecting a guy. Well, now a year later, we're getting a different story. So I do want to play the rest of this video so you guys have a little perspective. But it looks like Samyia and her twin sister were actually the aggressors in this situation. So we're going to break that down as we dismantle the mainstream news narrative of how they're trying to portray this story as, you know, domestic violence, violence against women, man can't take rejection, so he lashes out. But that is anything further from the truth.
My wife started crying and everything.
Police got the call about a stabbing around 2:20 Sunday morning after someone stabbed Samyia and her twin sister right outside of the Natural Plus bodega in Park Slope, Brooklyn. Mohammed Albar, who works at the store, watched the girls grow up.
They're very nice girls. I know the family. It's very nice. So sad to see them. One of them gone. You know, one of them she passed away.
A witness on scene says some guys were hanging out at the store, hitting on the group of girls who just walked in.
One of the guys had complimented the two girls that had walked in with their friends, and they said no.
The groups started going back and forth arguing before one of the men walked down the block angrily, according to witnesses. Minutes later, one of the men in his 20s, they say, came banging and kicking on the bodega doors, with the girls still inside. Workers locked the door until he walked away again. When they unlocked the doors, that's when the attack happened.
A guy in all black had stabbed one of the girls in her neck and the other in her arm and ran,
leaving the knife he used right there on scene. Officials expect Samyia's twin sister to be okay, while the workers who witnessed the brutal attack, too, have their scars.
When I come in, they went out. They look like in their faces like so sad about it.
The news reinforcing nearly every father's fear.
I think every father would think about something like this happening. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the worst call you could get. Like, you know, something happened to your daughter.
Now, police have yet to make an arrest in the case. Anyone who may have seen anything or know anything about the suspect is asked to come forward. In Park Slope, Brooklyn, Kendall Green, Fox 5 News.
Man has been charged with the murder of a 19-year-old woman. Police say
Now, she knows she wrong for wearing that dress. I mean, them shits look like two bazookas.
she was stabbed to death outside a bodega in Brooklyn when she refused to give him his number.
All right, Fox 5's Linda Schmidt joins us live from Park Slope. And Linda, you're hearing the suspect actually turned himself in.
Yeah, he absolutely did that today. He showed up here at the 7A precinct. He turned himself in, and
so the fact that he turned himself in, which is not something that we normally see in the community, this would be considered a form of self-snitching. But the fact that he turned himself in, it shows that he believes that he did nothing wrong, and it was a case of self-defense. And once we actually begin to see what actually went on in the video, you're gonna realize that, yo, man, this dude was literally fighting for his life against these masculine, rabid, super sister gremlins on demon time. And, you know, he ended up doing what he felt was the only option. And unfortunately, somebody lost their lives. But it just seems like the whole narrative of, oh, he tried to holler at us and we rejected him, so he stabbed us, is falling flat on its face.
He had his lawyer with him at the time. Now, the 19-year-old victim and her twin sister, they were together last Sunday, and that is when she was stabbed to death. And police say the reason he did it is because she rejected him.
If you knew the twins for 19 years of their life, no one deserves to lose a child. She did not deserve that. She did not deserve that. That mom will never be the same.
Samyia Spain, just 19 years old, stabbed in her neck and chest at this deli in Park Slope, Brooklyn, after a chance encounter with 20-year-old Vale Kelly. Her twin sister was slashed on her arm.
Her dad, Stephen, is lost.
Seems like that boy was just swinging that knife for his life.
His twins, those are his babies.
The parents asking Yvette Ramos, a lifelong friend, to speak on their behalf. Police say Kelly, who had too much to drink, flew into a rage when Samyia would not give him her phone number. She and her sister did not know Kelly, had never seen him before. But to pacify him, she gave him her Instagram handle.
Okay, she don't want to give you her number. She gave you her Instagram. That still don't give a reason to kill her.
Deli owner Mohammed Al-Bahar watched the girls grow up. They and their family frequent his store.
We feel really broken hearts, you know.
Authorities say Kelly has at least one prior arrest for robbery. He turned himself in this morning at the 7-8 precinct.
I spoke with LaShawn, her mom, and she would like to thank the detectives on the case. 7-8 got a good team for homicide.
Damn, I mean, her wig is, Lord have mercy. That is, I mean, this woman looks like she tried to do a lot of work on her face and lips, and it looks terrible.
And they did their job. They did their job, and I thank them from the bottom of my heart.
And Samyia's birthday, by the way, is next month. She and her twin sister would have celebrated their 20th birthday together. Back inside to you.
Unreal. All right, thank you.
What's good, Shadow Realm? It's your boy Janquavius Jackson, and y'all already know I'm demonetizing shadow banning this bitch. So if you want to contribute, go to the Cash App, the PayPal, the GoFundMe, or join the Patreon. Also, don't forget to visit the merch store for all your favorite BGZM News 17 gear, including our exclusive Trump is a Blood t-shirt. Go fast before they sell out. They are already flying off the shelves, no cap. And remember, these super gremlins are on demon time.
Anything you want to say for yourself? Vale Kelly had nothing to say.
So they giving him the perp walk, very upset with him. He's hanging his head low. But, you know, it seems like justice is actually creeping around the corner for this young man.
Being transported from the 78th Precinct Station House to court. But family and friends of the victim could not hold their emotions. They had plenty to say.
You gonna rot in jail, you ain't making it.
Even some choice words.
What would happen if somebody did that to your sister?
Police have been closing in on Kelly thanks to clear cell phone video of the incident and statement from witnesses who say he stabbed twin sisters, 19-year-old Samyia and Sanyia Spain. Sanyia survived, but Samyia did not. This allegedly after the victim rejected his advances. Witnesses say Kelly was hitting on Samyia inside this deli in Park Slope, but she did not want to give him her cell phone number or Instagram. Things escalated from there. Pix 11 News spoke exclusively this week with LaShawn Goodson, the mother of the twins, who had this message for Kelly.
I just want him to suffer every day like I am. I want him to wake up every day in a cell, just like I gotta wake up every day with my mind in a cell.
She says Kelly ripped her family apart and changed her life forever.
I just want to lay in the bed and cry all day. I don't want to get up. I don't want to do nothing.
Sources tell us this is not the first time Kelly has been accused of being violent against a woman. Last year, he was allegedly part of a group that assaulted and robbed an 18-year-old girl in Lower Manhattan. After the deadly stabbing Sunday morning, police have been in communication with Kelly's attorney, who agreed to have his client turn himself in Friday morning. Friends of the victim's family, Yvette Ramos, was also outside of the precinct. Once she saw Kelly, she broke down.
She did not deserve that.
Well, Kelly faces murder, attempted murder, assault, and criminal possession of a weapon.
New video shared by the family of V.O. Kelly, the man charged for attacking twin sisters outside of a Park Slope deli, is being used for claims of self-defense. Thanks for joining us this evening. I'm Amanda Bossard. News 12's Morgan Scott is on the scene where Samyia Spain was killed and her sister Sanyia was stabbed in her arm just over a year ago. With a closer look at that new video, Morgan.
Yeah, Amanda, it was right here where police say Samyia Spain was killed and her sister stabbed in her arm after their rejection to advances made by V.O. Kelly made him turn violent. But today, Kelly's loved ones say this new video shows that the moments before the stabbing actually occurred will tell a different story. Right away, you can see a group of 5 girls, including the twins, fighting then 20-year-old V.O. Kelly on that early morning in March.
They're literally stomping him out, acting as savages. He just got out of a wheelchair 2 weeks prior to that situation, so it was no way he can just jump up.
Another girl.
Wow, so as you guys can see, this brother was already, injured, getting out of a wheelchair, whatnot, and his family claims these women were acting like savages and hounded him. So we're definitely getting a narrative change here, and it's all gonna have to play out in court, but I don't know, it looks like I'm on the brother's side just from the video.
Girl pulls out a knife, although never appearing to use it. Kelly's sister.
So it looks like this woman pulled out a knife first.
Out of a wheelchair 2 weeks prior to that situation, so it was no way he can just jump up.
Another girl pulls out a knife, although never appearing to use it.
So he saw she had a knife and he pulled his knife and things happened.
Kelly's sister Faith says that should have been enough.
Anyone who saw that video can definitely say that it was an act of self-defense. It seems like they were antagonizing the situation.
But the video captures moments before Samyia and Sanyia were stabbed by Kelly. At that point, it appears that both groups were already dispersed, raising questions about what then happened in between that time.
They're not showing the actual part where he came from the rave.
Holy shit, her lip fillers are absolutely disgusting. Wow.
To the store and how it started.
Ramos, speaking on behalf of the twins' mom, says Kelly was always the initial aggressor, and in the end, she believes he came back around with clear intentions.
They got out the store and he came back by himself. His friends didn't come back with him, so within his intentions was he was going to hurt one of them.
Now, Kelly's sister tells us that since her brother was sent to Rikers, her family has had to move for safety. But she's hopeful that videos like this will help tell the state of mind her brother was in. But on the other hand, the Spain family saying that hurt will never go away, and they've never been the same since Samyia was taken away. In Park Slope, Morgan.
Gang violence and other kind of violence. So it is what it is.